Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. We have here a patient who attended with bilateral, really occluding and impacted soft sticky wax and keratin, and just commencing with this their left ear first, which the patient reported to be the worst ear out of the two, and just using a standard Zollner suction probe to perform microsuction. So we're gently vacuuming out sticky wax. When you've got a sticky consistency like this, sometimes the suction tube can get blocked internally. So I believe in a moment I'm going to apply some olive oil spray, which I think I have just done here. And what the olive oil does, it does two things. It changes the consistency of the wax and skin. You can see the skin that I'm suctioning now. It's quite glossy, it's a thin layer and it's enveloped around the outside of the wax plug. So it changes the consistency of the wax and keratin. It almost binds it together. I always compare it to an egg in a potato or fish cake recipe, if you like. It binds all the ingredients together. In addition, the oil helps to lubricate the inside of the suction tube. So it helps to minimize the frequency of the suction tube from getting blocked. And I've got the outer half out here. So I've just applied some more oil, and the oil that we use is medical grade oil. It's not home cooking olive oil, and the reason for that is home olive oil, when it goes through its refinery process, there are sometimes some chemicals used to separate the different grades of oil. So from your standard oil to your extra virgin oil. With medical grade oil, it's all done without the use of chemicals. So it's more of a purer product, less likely to then potentially cause irritation and infection in the ear. And you can see the oil's made a big difference. This last remaining piece of wax and skin was on the eardrum. As I was bringing it out, it got trapped at the second bend. So the patient has got quite a bendy ear. Let's have a look again. So that's the patient's eardrum. It's nice and healthy. It made a huge difference instantly for the patient. They were really struggling actually to hear, and to the point where they took the day off work because they just said we couldn't hear at all, and they booked an emergency appointment so we can remove this for them, which we were able to do. So this is the right ear, and again, high levels of dead skin. And the way you know there's a lot of skin involved is by the appearance, the finish of the wax or skin plug. Dead skin is very glossy, it's reflective, it contains keratin, so keratin helps to, it's a protein that's also found in our fingernails and hairs, and it helps to repel harmful UV rays from the sun, so it's got this reflective property. And it also, as it oxidizes, it turns yellow. So I'm just peeling this thick layer of skin off the canal wall, so I just put some more oil in there to help with that. When you've got a lot of skin, you're just got to be careful that we don't experience clarinetting. So when you suction dead skin, the skin violently flaps at the tip of the suction probe, and it emits a very loud, high-frequency squeal. It's loud for myself, never mind the patient, and this is going to be a lot louder for the patient because we're in the ear. So when you've got oil like this, sometimes you get a lot of blurriness because I'm actually suctioning whilst the oil's in the ear. I'm not draining the ear. I just find it has better results. But you've got to be very wary of that blurriness because you're suctioning the oil, and obviously the endoscope, the optics is inside the ear, so you just got to be careful if you're using that technique. So it's quite sticky this side. I'll slowly bring that out, and there's just some residual wax left on the eardrum, on the anterior aspects of the front part of the eardrum. See, it's quite matted as well, this side. There's quite a few hairs attached. Now, hairs in the ear typically should only be on the outer third, the cartilage portion, and that's because the skin that lines the cartilage portion contains a dermis layer. That's where the hair follicles are found, whereas the skin that lines the inner 2/3 of the ear canal, it only has the outermost layer, the epidermis. So it's not possible for hair follicles to grow on the bony part of the ear canal. So these hairs are either just fallen loose in the ear and migrated backwards, or they've been pushed into the ear. So it's just a little bit there, and yeah, it's not going to cause the patient any issue, but I just thought let's just remove that for them. Just going to re-enter both ears, the squeaky clean, healthy eardrums both sides. Patient very happy. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, and speak soon. Bye.